Hi everyone, I'm Andrew.
Hi, I'm Christian.
And today in this video we're going to cover what you missed from session 1 of the online PALS engineering camp. So first we're going to go over the materials that we used in session 1 on the first day of camp. So we have the cardboard box that you got that has all your materials inside of it, and on the bottom of the box you have it laser engraved and laser cut into all these shapes on the front. So you should have the box, and then
You have the sheet of paper here, how do you call it?
parchment paper.
Parchment paper. And you have the masking tape, so scissors, and glue. This is the fishing line.
Fishing line, yep.
And a ruler. And for, if you want, you can have a straw. We are going to also send you a straw in there.
Right. You should also have a pencil or other writing utensil, like a pen. And then we also have some fabric that we gave to you inside the box. So those are our materials for the first activity. So, Christian, how about you give us a little overview of what we covered in session 1?
Yeah, sure. So in session 1, we made the introduction to all of you, and also we show you the materials, and we also had the ensemble day scenario. So remember that this is going to be a workshop or a summer camp that is going to be related to theater engineering. So today we are going to assemble the scenario that we are going to use. Also, this is going to be related to the coordinates and with some measurements that we are going to do later. And today we're going to set it up.
All right, awesome. So what we're going to do is we're going to take the box, and this is when it's right side up, you shouldn't see the logo because the logo's on the bottom. So when it's right side up, we're going to open it up all the way, unfold the tabs, and open it all the way up. Then we're going to flip it upside down so you do see the front is facing away from you, and then you have the whole open part of the box facing towards you. So I'll turn it sideways so you can see it. But the first thing we're going to do is we're going to draw some lines inside the box on the back. So we're going to take our ruler, and we're going to take our pencil, and we're going to use centimeters on the ruler, not inches. So what we're going to do is we're going to take the ruler and we're going to line it all the way up against the front of the box, and we'll put it to the side just like that, and we're going to draw a straight line using the ruler that goes all the way back. And then we'll do the same one on the other side. All right, so the whole box, it looks like, is about 30 centimeters, so almost 12 inches, the length of the whole ruler. So now we're gonna make some markings on some important numbers. So we'll do 2 centimeters, we'll put a little dashed line there, and then we'll do 5 centimeters, 10 centimeters, 15, 20, 25, and 30. And just remember what numbers I'm gonna write them down to. So we have 2, 5, 10,
15, 20, 25, and 30. Remember that.
All right, so those are the lines we have. Now we're going to connect them to the other side to make kind of like a grid on the box.
You can follow the lines that the cardboard has, so it's going to just go through it.
Okay, so now, as you can see, there's a grid on the box. So we have this whole grid with these important measurements for certain numbers. So we'll hang on to that for now, and we'll use the measurements later when we're doing it.
So for the next part, we are going to put the parchment paper. This kind of theater is one kind of theater that is called the shadows theater. So the shadows theater requires a screen to impact with light and with some puppets that we are going to create later. Some of them are here in this part of the card box, but we are not going to use it right now. So we are going to keep it for later. But for that, we need to open this screen. I would recommend you to maybe just put some punch a little bit here, and then this part of the box is going to be very easy to quit from the box. Yeah, that's it. So keep it in another place because we are going to use it later, not now.
Yep. So I know it's really fun to punch things out, but we're just going to punch out this, and we're not going to punch out the animal shapes yet. So leave it here. And if you have a little bit of trouble punching it out, that's fine. Maybe ask an older sibling or a parent to help you with that.
So later we are going to use the pavement paper, and we are going to measure. It could be very easy to measure. You can use the ruler if you want. Otherwise, you can use just your hands to do that. But we recommend to use the ruler. It's a better way to do that.
So we're going to use the ruler and we're going to measure the size of the cutout. So it looks like the cutout is 18 centimeters tall and about 26 centimeters long. So we're going to add a little bit of space on each side because we want the parchment paper to overlap a little bit. We don't want it to fit perfectly. We want it a little bit bigger. So I'm going to move the ruler maybe 1 centimeter on the left and 1 centimeter on the right. So it looks like 28. And then this one, 1 extra centimeter on each side, looks like about 20.
20 out.
All right, so we'll use the paper and we'll measure 20 by 28. And we're going to make a rectangle. So now we have a rectangle on the parchment paper that's 20 centimeters by 28 centimeters.
And after that, you have to cut by the frame. But this rectangle, you have to do it very carefully. If you have big scissors, just ask to your parents or your guardians to help you with that. If you have children scissors or scissors for children, you can use it by yourself. All right, we have the rectangle now.
All right, so now we have our parchment paper cut out to a little bit bigger than the size of the hole in the box. So what we're going to do is we're going to use masking tape to secure the parchment paper into the box. You can also use glue or other types of tapes, but keep in mind if you use glue, you have to wait a little bit for it to dry. So masking tape is a little bit faster. So we'll put the box down like this, and we'll take the paper and put it right inside. And then we'll take the tape and we'll secure it on 4 sides. At the top of the box, there are 3 holes on this side of the box, so make sure that the tape doesn't block the holes because we'll need those holes for later. So we'll take the tape and put it on the cardboard, securing the paper down. Okay, so once we have the parchment paper taped in, if we open it back up, we see we have the screen is complete and the tape doesn't block these 3 holes on top. So now we have the screen like this. And
and that's it. So the next thing that we are going to do is to put the curtains. They are very important in theater because they are let you see what's going to happen in the scenario, and at the same time at the end of in the performance, they are going to close and they are going to hide everything in this scenario. So what we're going to do today is the curtains, and for that we're going to use the fishing line that we brought you.
So we have about 30 centimeters of fishing line here, and we're going to use that and the fabric that we gave you earlier. So what we're going to do is we're going to take the fabric and we're going to measure it on the box so it's just a little bit taller than the box is itself. All right, so we should have 2 pieces that go a little bit more than halfway down the center. So this one's perfect for the right side, and that one's pretty good for the left side. So you want them to overlap when you put it on top. Now what we're going to do is we're going to take the fabric and we're going to fold it in half like this, and we're going to take the scissors and we're going to make 3 notches in the top. So 1 on the left, 1 in the middle, and 1 on the right. So what you're going to do is you're going to take your scissors and you're going to cut just a tiny bit, maybe like a 1/4 centimeter into the fabric to make a little notch, and then when you open it back up, you see a hole like this. All right, so we'll do that for both of them, and then we'll take the fishing line and we're going to run it through. Did we lose the fishing line? Why do we keep doing this? Where'd it go?
Oh, it's here.
Found it! Alright, so we're going to take the fishing line and we're going to run it through the holes we made in the top of the fabric. So we'll start on the left and we'll go out. And then in. And then out. And that's the first one. And be careful you don't lose it. You have to hang on to this one on the left because it will go through. And we'll do the same thing. And we'll do the same thing on the right. All right, there we go. So we have our two curtains on a string like this. Now we're not going to the middle, right? We'll just do the outside.
Yep.
Okay. Now we're going to take the strings and we're going to put it through the two holes on the outside of the box.
Oh.
Don't hesitate. It takes time. Oh. There you are.
All right, we're gonna pull it really tight and we're gonna use tape to secure it. So we'll do this one on the right first. And you can tape it anywhere you want. I'm gonna do it on the right side of the box. So careful you don't drop it because it's a little heavy. Honestly, tape out first.
Help you here.
Yeah, thank you. All right, so we'll take the tape, we're holding the string on the side, we'll pull it tight and then tape it. Tape the string down so it doesn't move. Okay, so I'll do the tape for the other side. We're gonna pull it really tight on the other side. And then we'll take a piece of tape. Secure it down. I'll use two pieces. There you go. So we have the tape and then the excess string on the side and our curtains
We need something
tight
else
on top. Yep.
So one important touch, it's more like a decorative touch that you can use, is how to let the curtains be in the side part. So we send you in this box these pipe cleaners. So you have to just put them and just make a knot there, and that's it.
Yep. So you can just wrap it up. You can tie a bow. You can do anything you want. So I'll do a little knot on this side. And there you go. So when the curtains are closed, you can tie them up with the pipe cleaners and then the curtains stay neat on the side, just like that.
Oh, so beautiful. Yeah, and that's it for today. This is the first day. And if you want to improve something with the curtains, we are going to give you another link. You can see the other link for the extension part of these curtains. They are going to be mechanical ones and are going to take a little bit longer to do.
Absolutely. So to recap what we did today, we went over the materials, we opened up the box, we punched out the animals from the box, we drew the lines in the box and measured different amounts from the screen. We installed the screen using tape on the parchment paper, and then we added the curtains using fishing line, fabric, and pipe cleaners. So by the end of day one, your box should look something like this. And if you watch the extension video for day one, you'll learn how to make mechanical curtains that move automatically.
Bye. See you
All
tomorrow.
right, see you tomorrow.